Three, two, one.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Juice, and I'm here with the story time video. Now, as you guys know, I usually give you videos on how to accumulate fast, easy cash from the comfort of your own home. But today, I'm going to be doing something totally different. So, if you have not seen those videos, check those videos out, you guys. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys about the first time that I was molested by a family member. I'm going to be touching bases on how I coped and dealt with depression and anxiety, you guys. So this topic, I chose this topic because there's always somebody out here that has been through what you have been through, if not worse, or that is going through what you have been through, if not worse. So it's always somebody out here that needs to hear, you know, your story. It's always somebody out here that can relate or that just needs to know that you're not alone. So that is why I chose this topic versus, telling different stories. This is going to be my first story time. I think that this is the awesome way to start out my story time. So, at this point in my life, I was about 13 years old. I was 12 and a half to be exact. I was about to turn 13. At this point in my life, I was seeking a lot of attention and doing things to gain attention, the wrong type of attention from my mom, my family members, or anybody. Because at this point, I didn't feel love because of prior events that I went through. So I was about 12 and a half, 13, and it just so happened that I was suspended from school for acting out. So I was acting out a lot in school. And this particular day, I got suspended from school. My stepdad mainly stayed at home more than my mom because she worked 12, 14-hour shifts. So she would leave early in the morning and come home late in the evening. And on this particular day that I was suspended, my stepdad needed to go to the store. My uncle picked us up. My stepdad didn't want to leave me home alone. He picked us up. We went to the grocery store, and on our way back, it's kind of strange, but for him to be my uncle, and this was my dad's brother. He was like, acting shady that day. So my stepdad was like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you asking her a lot of questions?" So he was asking me a lot of questions like, "Oh, how you feeling today? You look so pretty." Just saying little odd stuff. So on the way back from the store, he was like, "Don't you want to come to my house and help me clean up?" And my stepdad was like, "No, that's not happening. She's going back home because she's grounded and she's going home and do chores." So, they had an argument about that. He's like, "That's my niece," and my stepdad's like, "That's my daughter," and wooty wooty woo. And of course, my stepdad won. He was over him. Good thing that he did stand up, because what would have happened at his house versus what happened at our house could have been something totally worse. So shout out to my stepdad. Um, so we get back home and we put the groceries up, and after they have their little disagreement, they make ways and he leaves. My stepdad was like, I know you're supposed to be cleaning up, but I'm gonna give you a break. Go in the living room. You can watch a couple of videos, because I was so into Beyonce at this time, a Destiny Child. So he was like, "You can watch a couple of videos, whoop de doo, and then we're gonna do some chores." So my stepdad went into his room, closed the door, and whatever he was doing, and I was in the living room. I was watching videos, and about 10 or 15 minutes later, I heard a knock on the door. Now, we were not allowed to usually open the door. 9 out of 10 adult was opening our door. So I kept hearing the knock, and my stepdad, I was assuming he was sleeping because, he was not responding, and he usually responds. So I went to the door and I'm like, "Who is it?" And he's like, "Open the door, it's your uncle." Why wouldn't I open the door for my uncle? Sorry guys, I have a lot of emails coming through. So I opened the door for my uncle, and when he came in, the first thing he did was grab my arm, and he was like, "Shh." So now I'm freaking nervous. Being totally honest with you guys, My heart dropped from there because you know how like you get this vibe something ain't right. I knew something wasn't right. So I was not like a 7 year old or 8 year old. I was 13, so I knew something wasn't right. So he grabs my arm, puts me in the living room. He sits down and sits me on his lap. Um, he kissed me, and put his hands in places that he did not have his business having his hands, you guys. Y'all, that literally tore my heart into pieces. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail on what happened beyond that point, but he did things to me that a grown man should not do to a child. Um, how he ended up being caught it wasn't even that he got caught. Something in me just would not allow that. Something in me was just like, no, this is not happening. So I pushed him back and I screamed, I hollered out my stepdad's name, as he got deeper into doing what he was doing. And when I pushed him back and hollered out my stepdad's name, he pushed me down, he jumped up, and he ran for the door. I ran in my stepdad's room. I was bawling in tears. Like, I literally was in tears, y'all. And my stepdad kept saying, "What's wrong? What's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. Why you not talking to me?" And I just was crying, 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 crying. And I could not get the words out to him because I looked at him as a threat. Because in my mind, I'm like, "You're right in the same house. You didn't help me." So it was just mad crazy because I was just looking at him in anger and in disappointment. So when he was asking me what was wrong, and he got up and he shook me. He was like, "Hey, talk to me. What happened?" And I couldn't tell him anything. He ran to the front, and I know he seen the front door open. He was like, "Somebody come in. Did somebody do something? What happened?" And I just couldn't get the words out, you guys. I could not tell him. So by now, he's furious. And I picked the phone up. I grabbed his phone and I called my mom. And she gets on the phone and she's like, "Hello?" And I'm not saying nothing. Like, I'm just crying. She's like a mother's instinct now. She's like, "Hold on, what's going on? Did somebody touch you? Did somebody do something to you?" Like, it was a mother's instinct. And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Who?" But I was so afraid. I don't know why I was so afraid because he was gone. But I was so afraid. And she was like, "Who?" And I was like, "I'm scared." She was like, "I'm going to name some people. And when I say the name, just, tell me yes." So she started, saying names. I'm not going to call out the names that she said. And when she got to his name, I was like, "Yes." She was like, "What did he do?" And I couldn't say it. So she was like, "Did he touch you?" I was like, "Yes." "Did he kiss you?" I was like, "Yes." "Did he fondle you?" I was like, "Yes." By then, click, the phone hung up. I know she worked in like 20 minutes away from home at this point in my life. She was working like 20 minutes away from home. She got there max 5 to 7 minutes. I don't know if she was going 140, but whatever she was going, she got there in like 5 to 7 minutes. When she came through the door, she literally blanked on my stepdad, and I felt so bad because I couldn't intervene or stop it because she was so furious. And in all actuality, he had done nothing. So, it was like, oh my God, like I was just so confused with too much going on. So by then I start screaming. I'm like, "No, no, no, it's not his fault. He didn't do anything." And he's like, "Why you didn't tell me? I could have chased him. I could have went and got him." My mom was like, "Let's go. Let's go." She called my Aunt Patricia, obviously or evidently on her way home. So we get outside. My Aunt Patricia is there. My Uncle Ronald is in the car with her. And she's like, "No, I'm driving." So we get in the car with her. And at first we were going to go to his house. But I was like, "No, I don't want to go there." And my aunt was like, "No, we're going to the police department. That's where we're going." So we get to the police department. And when we get to the police department, you guys, I kid you not, we seen him walking because like where we stay is very small. So the police department is not a really it's in a downtown area, and it's really, I'm so sorry, you guys. It's really, I have a lot of emails coming through, y'all, and people calling me. I'm just gonna cut it on my ringtone off. So um where we stay, our police department is downtown, you guys. So it's downtown, and it's very small. So if you're riding up, if somebody's walking, like, you're gonna see them. I don't care, it's just so small, you're gonna see them. So we, we saw him walking, and I'll never forget, my aunt just started shooting up, where he was, like, literally trying to, get up the curve where he was. And I'm like, oh my God. And they were going bonkers. They were flipping out. And I'll never forget a detective by the name of Detective Battle. He worked the case. Well, at that day, I don't know what happened. Who worked it after that, but and you guys, he admitted it was not a it was nothing to deny, because he knew he had already. I mean, the guilt must have hit him, like, when he left, because he knew. He knew, and my character was always been very strong-minded and very outspoken. So I'm pretty sure he thought, like, I'm screwed. She was not the one. So he was already on the way there, and when he got there, they took my statement, and my family was furious. But I had a very, very good support team. My mom, my aunts, shout out to my mom, my aunts, my stepdad, shout out Blimp, my aunt Patricia, my uncle Ronald. I had a very, very awesome support team, you guys. Um, but having an awesome support team does not mean your wounds. It just gives you some sense of security. Okay. Because this was a family member and somebody so close to me, because my family was really close, it made me feel like nobody could be trusted, or I could not love anybody, or nobody could love me. I was very, very angry for a long time. Um, I was looking for love in the wrong places. I felt that I was tarnished and that I was burned. I felt betrayed, and that, I just did not want to be here anymore. So I contemplated suicide many of days. And my mom saw the depression in me, and as time went on, it was like something has to be done. I went through counseling. That did not help me. I went through medicine, Zoloft, I believe it was. That did not help. I started to get anxiety attacks, panic attacks. I was so scorned and messed up by this, that I would literally sleep in my jacket and my shoes and sleep in the living room and the couch, because I was like, if anybody come in or anything happens, I got on my clothes and I'm ready to hit the door. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I would have bad anxiety attacks. My heart palpitating, going really fast. Me thinking that if I'm around a lot of people, something's gonna happen. I really, really went through the motions after this, and this carried on for so long that I lived my life without peace. And I went through not being able to be happy. I even started, I met a guy who was, like 15 years older than me. And I was like really young. That's another story time I'm going to tell you guys about. But I was really, really, really young, and I was just looking for love. And I would tell him everything. And, at this point, I'm thinking that this is somebody who, genuinely cares. In our reality, that was not the situation, you guys. So, I've been through it, and how did I defeat it? And I'm gonna be totally honest with you. One day I was in the mirror, and I'll never forget, I was literally in tears. And I had just ran away from home. My mom went looking for me. She found me and I didn't want to come back. So I was like, I'm going to kill myself. I don't want to be here no more. I hate them. I hate my life. So I was sitting in front of the mirror and I was just looking at myself and I was like, why? And I was like, why me? Why did these things have to happen to me? Why am I living this life? Why am I not happy? I was just totally torn, you guys. So, you know, I broke down in prayer, and I started giving it to God. I prayed probably so hard that day for happiness. And it's crazy because people pray for money, they pray for clothes, a home, cars. I was like, God, all I want is joy. Just give me happiness. Just give me joy again. Because I was literally going out of my mind. I was going bonkers. So, I was praying for joy and happiness. And that was probably the first time I have prayed so hard in my life, you guys. So that night I ended up going to sleep and I woke up and it was like a aura or a peace that was over me, and I knew that it was nobody but God because nothing could make me upset that day. A usual day, I'm upset, I'm crying, I'm emotional, I don't want to be bothered, I'm in my room, I'm stuck, I'm listening to music, don't bother me. That day I was out, I was smiling, blase this, blase that. Um, I am 31 now. I still suffer from anxiety. A lot of people are in the denial about anxiety, and a lot of people don't acknowledge anxiety, but it is real. And there are a lot of people that go through this, and there are a lot of people that don't know how to cope with it. Anxiety and panic attacks are all a mind thing. And some people might not agree with this, but being truthful, it is a mind thing. And your tongue holds power, and how you look at life and how you see things and what you speak and the things that you do, those are the things that you will receive and you will get from the universe. Trust me when I tell you, if you speak positive things, you're going to have a positive outlook and you're going to have a positive day. If you speak negative things, you automatically have a negative outlook and you're going to have a negative day. So to overcome the pain, the depression, the anxiety, you have to be very, very, very strong minded. You cannot take what you have been through and let it bind you. You cannot be bound by your past because what you went through does not determine where you're going, and what you went through does not define who you are, okay? Let me explain to you that strength comes from struggles. Strength comes from pain. Strength comes from your story, what you have been through. So you use what you have been through as an outlet, you know, and as a way to make it through. Um, I do things like when I have a panic attack, I'm be totally honest with you. I do things like I take deep breaths. I count to like 10 very slow while I'm taking deep breaths. I remember that it is an attack from the enemy or the devil. I read a lot. I drink a lot of water. Um, and I know you like drinking water. What does that? Staying healthy helps your body balance out um your hormone levels, and that has a lot to do with anxiety, believe it or not. I've read up on it and I've done my research. Drink a lot of water, um and I meditate. I listen to really soothing music that takes my mind away from whatever I'm panicking about. You guys, depression makes you eat, either eat a lot or not eat at all. You lose weight. Stress makes you sick. At one point, I was so stressed. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I was not eating. I was not sleeping. I was not drinking. I was not doing anything. It was to the point I was so sick. I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. You are self destructing. It is nothing wrong with you but stress, and because you're so stressed, it is taking a toll on you physically. It's just as much as it's taking a toll on you mentally. So, this doctor told me, she was like, yo, it's in your mind. It's a mind thing. Get out of it. What happened to you has happened. It is over. You made it through. Keep pushing. What happened, it's not on your behalf, it's on that person's behalf that done it to you. I'm not just gonna just touch bases on molestation or being raped or anxiety or depression. Being homeless can make you. I've been homeless. I have, I've been through a lot. I've been in jail. I've I've been through the unthinkable, you guys. So trust me when I tell you these things. You cannot be bound by what you have been through. You have to embrace it. Now, don't think you're gonna be perfect. I'm not perfect. I have my moments and I break down. The key to it all is praying and staying positive. I went to an awesome seminar. I can't remember the young lady's name, but I remember her saying, it's about the fight that you have in you. It's about how long you can fight. That is the best thing about survival mode is the fight that you have in you. If you have an awesome fight and you can fight more than one time and you can keep going and keep going and keep going, 9 out of 10 you're gonna succeed. 9 out of 10 you'll see a reward. 9 out of 10 you're gonna see that little golden pie at the end of the rainbow. I'm here today smiling. I know you guys like, how are you smiling through this? Because it doesn't, for a long, I could not talk about this stuff for a long time. It took me years to get where I am now. And I'm proud of myself, and I know a lot of people that have been through this and has overcame this. Proud of you, more power to you. Um, Nothing but respect. Um, to get to this point, you have to first forgive yourself, not them. Forgive yourself. Because most people that go through these things blame their self. You can't, no, let's not blame yourself for being human. Don't blame yourself for making mistakes, because without making mistakes, how do you learn? It's like a baby that's just starting out walking. You don't expect a baby to get up at 1 years old and just start walking around the room. No, that baby falls like 20 times before they actually get the balance, before they actually get, how to walk and how to keep their balance. So it's the same thing with you. You go through life, it's lessons to be learned, it's people to learn to surround yourself around, and it's things to learn when to do, when not to do, and how to do, and when not to do them. So, you guys, I'm telling you from experience and not just from what I've read. I'm telling you guys from real life experiences. Yes, I do a lot of research and I do a lot of reviews, but I firsthand experience being molested and being raped. I have firsthand experience being homeless and being in jail. It is not your ending. No man on this earth knows your end date, and no man on this earth can determine your future nor your purpose. You can, though. And you don't have to be a victim to what you have been through. Don't be a victim. Don't ever be a victim. Don't be victimized and don't be a victim. And forgive yourself because you are human. It is not your fault. And you also need to forgive the person that did you wrong or did these things to you. I know you probably hate their guts because for a long time I hated him. But let me explain this to you. In the Bible, it says, how many times can my brother sin against me before I can sin against him? 70 times seven times sevenfold. Jesus said no 70 times 70 fold. So that means that just because John punches you in the face does not mean you need to punch John back in the face. For every action, there is a consequence, whether good or bad. You don't have to indulge in no type of ignorance, or you don't have to let anybody insult your intelligence, which will make you indulge in ignorance. No, you are better than that. You keep your head up high. And remember this, you guys. I used to, at first, I would not never do this. I was like, this is crazy. This is a crazy skill. This is a crazy task. Like, this is what crazy people do. Listen to me. Look in the mirror and smile. Love yourself. Look in the mirror and love you. I hear people say, that's being, you're vain and you're this. No, 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 no. I love me. I love me. I know my worth. I am a queen and I'm going to be treated accordingly. Look in the mirror and love yourself. Okay? Talk to yourself. You're beautiful. You're strong. The best motivator is yourself, because you know your real story. People don't know of your real story. They're on the outside and they're looking in. Even if you tell them, they don't know the full details unless you give them every single event that took place. So nobody really knows what you've been through but you and God. So, look in the mirror, love yourself, and talk to yourself and encourage yourself. And you guys, encourage others. Love conquers all. Unites. Do not be divided. If you see somebody going through something, give them a helping hand, give them an open ear, and make sure you voice, share your voice. This is very important because people overlook these things. They don't help people. They feel like what I've been through is what I've been through, and that's just it. No, it doesn't work like that. It is not supposed to be like that. What you've been through can help somebody else overcome what they've been through. And your life is important. You're supposed to be here. You have a purpose. God put you on this earth for a reason, and don't you ever think different, because you are blessed. And everybody that is here, or everybody that's put in your life, is here for a reason, you guys. So I just want to share that quick story time with you guys. If you enjoyed this, give this a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I will be giving you more story times. And I also have more awesome sites where you can make fast, easy cash from the comfort of your own home. I want to see people succeed and be awesome in life. Be your own boss. Stand on a platform in awesome leadership. Okay, be self-made. So you guys, I am currently working on exactly what I just told you for myself, and I'm going to encourage you to do the same. That is why I upload videos every week, sharing these things with you guys, because I want you to be successful, you guys. And I'm gonna tell you guys this. I don't know if a lot of people are not comfortable with saying how they really feel in front of a lot of people. A lot of people are very private. If anybody has any private questions or want to talk, my Gmail account is TENAE.AR@gmail.com. That's Tanae.AR@gmail.com. Don't be afraid to email me. My name is Crystal Randolph on Facebook. Don't be afraid to inbox me. I have an open ear. I will not judge you. I will not pass judgment against you. And your story is safe with me. How you feel is safe with me. What you are going through is safe with me. So my inbox is open. My Gmail is open, you guys. Make sure you hit me up. Um, like I said, subscribe to my channel. Oh, you guys, hit your notification bell, which notifies you each and every time I upload a video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't want it to be too long and too draining, but I did want to touch bases with you guys on, some different things you could do to cope with depression and and anxiety. Make sure you drink a lot of water, stay healthy, and exercise. Make sure you meditate, read, and educate yourself. You guys, make sure you breathe in and out slowly, count um backwards from 10. Make sure you are talking to someone. Everybody needs somebody, okay? So make sure you are talking to someone, a mentor, a friend, a sister, a brother, a stranger, anybody. God, always. Pray, you guys, and keep your faith and keep your head up. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. I got a prank phone call video coming out that I'm editing right now. I said it in my last video, but I'm telling you guys, it is so hard to record. I know a lot of people have been like, she's saying she's gonna drop these sites and these videos, but y'all, let me tell y'all, to record a video, it takes time. It takes like 30 minutes. I have to get it over from my laptop or to my phone, or from my camera to my laptop. I'm telling you guys, it takes hours to upload and edit these videos. And I have mad respect for people that have been doing this for years, because it takes time and it takes patience and it's very time consuming. So shout out to all you YouTubers out here that post your stories and your videos, you guys, because it does take a lot of time, and I am going to get them done. So be looking out, keep your eyes open, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. You guys have a blessed day.